Hello and welcome guys. So basically now we will be looking at try, exception and finally. So basically they are used to uh, you know capture errors. So basically the try and except block, it used to in the terms of Python, you can say, handle exception in Python. So when an exception occurs, so it basically caught by except block, that you can see here. This is how we define try and except block. Now the except block cannot be remember that make sure you know that without try you can't use except, or without except you can't use try. So they both are important to be in the code. So in Python there is another block, that is finally. So basically finally block is basically used no matter what happens, it will going to execute. So basically it's an optional, but you can say it whatever happens, like anything happens, like error has been occurred, in that case also, like finally block will it will execute. So where we use finally, so after accessing data, or you are making some query to database, so that time after accessing the data you need to close them, and you pass those closing parameter in the finally block, and there you use finally block. So okay, let's start having looking to example. So you can see this is how we basically um, uh, pass try parameter and the except parameter here. So this is how we basically initialize try and exception. So let's take an example. So here you can see in the try block we basically do our coding part, but in except part we will just do the uh, error catching code. Okay, like printing statement. Just because of this you have your code is not get executed. Okay, so that way I have written numerator equal to 10, denominator equal to 0. Now what will happen? Error will occur because 0 cannot be divisible by 10. Okay, so let's run it. As you can see, I have catch the exception in the exception section, that uh, error has been happened because my denominator is 0. So so if I run it directly, so suppose I'm running it directly, okay, so what will happen? It will show me error because uh, obviously, like I told you, 10 cannot be divisible by 0, so it is showing 0 divisible by error. Okay, now let's look into another example, that is this one. Here what I am doing, I am catching another type of exception. Okay, so here you can see index error. So basically when it will happen when I am calling some index, that is their value is not present in the defined list. So suppose I am defining here even numbers. As you can see, I have defined. Now I am calling the index 5, which is not there in the given list. Now what will happen? It will not going to come here, it will going to come here. Why? Because the index bound error will occur here. Okay, index out of bound. So as you can see, since I didn't have that particular index, so that's why index out of bound error has been caught. So if I run here, you will see list index out of range. Why? Because I don't have fifth index. Now let's look into another type of uh, example. So basically what I am doing here is I am taking input from the user, type number. Now I am checking whether the given number is divisible by 2 or not. Okay, if it is divisible by 2, then I mean it is okay. If it is not divisible by 2, it will return not an even number. So let's run it first. Okay, so as you can see, I'm typing odd number. Okay, so it will directly return not an even number. So let's say I'm typing now even number, let's say 4. So what will happen? It will run it and it will come to here, else section. Why else section? Because this try has been executed. Now I am checking whether the given number is divisible by 2. So assert is used to check whether the given number is I mean pass the condition or not. So if it is passed, then it is okay. If it is not passed, so assert is used to raise the exception. Okay, so now after passing this section, it will come to else section. Now I am dividing 1 by 4, which is obviously 0.25, so that's why my output is 0.25. okay, I hope you got it. Now let's try another example. So basically I have created a function try C, and here I am passing a comma b. Now in the C section I am basically dividing and making addition and subtraction. So what will happen, so let's say I am passing 2 and 3. So at that time what will happen, first it will do the addition, and then it will do the subtraction, and then it will do the division. okay, so and whatever the result it comes, it will give you the absolute. So double slash is used to give you absolute result. okay, now it has been executed, and it will come to else section and print the result. So that's why I'm getting -5. So let's say, run another example, that is this one. okay, so now if I run this, it will give you it will tell you that a plus b is 6 and a minus b is 0. Why? Oh sorry, a minus b is 0. So that time what will happen, 0 division error will occur. To capture that, what we will do, will accept and define that error basically. Now in the print section we'll mention that my denominator is 0, so that's why your program didn't run, it came to exception section. So now let's say you don't know the error, what error will occur in future programs. So at that time what you will do, you will just write exception as E, and you will print that. okay, error E. So here you will pass E. okay, now let's see, you can see a divisional error has been shown, because you don't know what error will occur in future. So that time what you will do, you will define your exception like this. okay, so that's all we have in try exception. And finally I don't have any example for now, but we'll see in future database section. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.